but not many people have been conquered. Singularly, our loss was so great that it was difficult of the world as we had previously conceived the.
All right, now I'm gonna play the whole video in a minute. Tonight, I done got used to these little night talks and whatnot. Tonight, we gonna talk about the future of Black America or whatnot, and Marcus Garvey plan or whatnot that he had, for the future of Black America. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play that whole video of Dr. Clark here in a minute. Top out. B King, get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. All right. Too many times we fall into the rapture or whatnot of thinking that we can overthrow the slave master land and gonna be able to live in a land that's controlled by people that don't like us. I feel very good tonight, family. I'm very alive. I'm very awake. I'm very focused on our dreams and our destination. I hope y'all like that Meek Mill video I did for y'all. You see what I'm saying? Meek Mill a dream chaser. Ain't that what he say? Dream chaser. That's what you should be. You see what I'm saying? And make those dreams a reality. So tonight I'm talking about the state of Black America or whatnot. And what will be our future. You see what I'm saying? Many are called, few were chosen. Many people today have, a way of thinking that is just not gonna work. It just not gonna work. It is not gonna work. We sitting, listen here. Too many times, we look at each other as, the enemy. We look at each other as the enemy. When in reality, we, systematically being oppressed. And it's not our fault. It's not our fault that we being systematically oppressed in America. And I be hearing, people say, that they slavery was harder than what happened in America. How? I don't how. How your slavery was harder than what went on in America? Where they do that at? You see what I'm saying? Where do they, cause they say down in the islands or whatnot. Man, the islands was a slave holding port. You know what I'm saying? So if they wanted to go get some slaves, but they ain't feel like going all the way to Africa, they would go down to the islands, which would cost more. You see what I'm saying? But if you wanted some slaves wholesale, you had to go to Africa. You see what I'm saying? You had to go to Africa. And so they lie and say they only bought 12 million. How the hell you only bought 12 million up here? But you not West Indian. Today, the state of Black America is not very good. And we in a crazy position. You see what I'm saying? Because they used to be saying, why don't y'all go back to Africa? Why don't y'all go back to Africa? They not saying that no more. You don't hear them saying, y'all go back to Africa no more. Why? Because we doing it. And see, they losing all their talent. We being the driving force of the American economy for 400 years. Period. Period. And we still doing it, even with hip hop. You see what I'm saying? Brother Meek Mill say he ain't gonna stay in America his whole life. What he look like? Some type of goofy? And not go out here and experience the world. You see what I'm saying? Get caught up, in the rapture they, propaganda and what they put out there. Craziness that they've been putting out there. You see what I'm saying? The future of Black America is in grave danger. The future of Black America is in grave danger of being extinct. Period. You in grave danger of being extinct. Too many people is got their hand in black business. And that's how they want it. They want to be able to come in here and just, snatch your mind like that and have you fighting against your own community. They don't want us to have unity. You see, they don't want us to have unity. To see, black power means, that global black people is, for one people. And that means we going to work together. It's not what you think it is. So, what is the future of black America? Is y'all going to go into their plan of, helping them keep their race going? We've talked about that. Or is you going to, realize, that your babies need somewhere that they can actually, come together and be a part, of something bigger than themselves. All right. And I'm talking to, you too. It's up to you to ignite that ignition and say, well, I'm going to get my study on. I'm going to start saving my money. I'm going to start, instead of living for the moment, I'm going to live for the future and be able to get my children somewhere that they'll be, better off. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? You see what I'm saying? No. I feel like that nobody need to go to Africa, but not everybody, because we don't need all y'all crazy Negroes. We don't need all y'all crazy Negroes in Africa, but they trying to kill you. You see what I'm saying? They doing it. Ain't no trying. They killing you. Period. And see, I come up here and I say, look, bro, how can we reason amongst each other? Because me personally, I don't care what we, what group you with necessarily. But if we gonna come together, we gonna have to come together as B1, black first, black excellence. You see what I'm saying? The most prominent members of our group believe in black excellence all across the board. And that's the way I see it. Black excellence, first, second, and third, period. And I know everybody not going to be able to go, but guess what? You're going to have to deal with this Moonzungu. You're going to have to deal with this Tamu. You're going to have to deal with this killer. You're going to have to deal with this killer. What you going to do? You're going to have to fortify yourself and be able to come, to grips that you in foreign land, that you behind enemy line, and that you, back against the wall with this man. You see what I'm saying? You're back against the wall with this man. So what's the future of black America? How can we combat, all the, tactics and traps that he throw out there and set up for you? You see what I'm saying? One school like Umar, that ain't gonna do it. You see what that ain't gonna do it. That ain't gonna be enough. You see what I'm saying? They got a, hell of a, media propaganda. One school or a couple YouTube pages ain't gonna be enough to combat the onslaught, of brainwashing that they do to the Africans in America. They not gonna be gonna be like some junkies. Man, I got to see the TV, man, love and hip hop on, man. I got to, watch my stories and whatnot. Instead of you getting up here studying. But I want to bring Dr. Clark in right quick. Y'all like and subscribe and share the video. Like, subscribe, share. Y'all, a lot of these, I know people on my page be saying, brother, how can we support your page? Hit up, subscribe, and hit that little bell. Let me run Dr. Clark right quick, because I want him to, explain what I'm talking about the future of black America, and where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? That's why I did the video the other night. What is FBA doing? saying? I was really keen on that. I was really keen on that. So I'm going to run this right quick, and I'll be right back. Chop out. B King.
Tonight is to extend the question, not only by repeating the question, what is Africa to me, but by saying, what is Africa to Africans, and what is Africa to the world? Many people have lost their nationhood. Many people have been conquered. Many people have been abused. And yet, our loss was singularly the greatest loss of any people in human history. Our loss was so great that it was difficult for us to recover, because we lost self-confidence and we lost the image of the world as we had previously conceived the world. And our loss was so devastating, we could not address God in a language of our own choosing, or imagine God as any person that looked like us. And we began to accept the image of God resembling our slave master. This image has damaged our mind, because no matter what that image has done to you, you are reluctant to challenge the image for fear you're harming the image of God. You will kill each other for stepping on your freshly shining shoes, but you won't kill anything that looks like that image. You can steal and get away with it. Steal his lady, he'll kill you. But only if you're black. People have been permitted through oppression to turn on you the one thing that you should use to maneuver yourself through the world. The image of yourself as brought into the world by faith, God in your mother and father. If you say you don't like that image, that means you are denying what your mother and father, with faith in God, no matter what you call him, did for you. You're also forgetting that good is a relative term, and what is good for one people may not be for another people. And when people out of power come to power and rearranges power, good becomes what the new powerful people approves of, and bad becomes what the new powerful people intends to oppress. We forgot that we rule the state. One of the things which hampers even entrepreneurship in our own community is that entrepreneurship is part and parcel of the state. And we have forgotten state formation and state management If you forget how to rule a state, you will forget how to rule a candy store. And one thing relates to the other. If the mind can conceive of one, it can conceive of the other. Many people coming to this country, those defeated and oppressed in their own land, comes from a country where they saw their people managing stores, where they saw their people as petty judges, schoolmasters, running things as the basic heads of things. The most devastating blow of oppression that struck our mind was oppression in the United States. And the African has not thoroughly understood of oppression in the United States, nor have the Caribbean people understood the nature of oppression, nor have they understood their own world responsibility in African reconstruction, in giving to the world a new image of the African people in head of a state. Because when they came to power, being a majority, neither in the Caribbean islands nor in Africa did one truly African state with African values emerge. Every single state, no exception, is an imitation European state. They too forgot the time in our history when we ruled the state by values we developed, by spirituality we developed, by a code of honor we developed. And when we ruled the state in that manner, we produced enduring societies that lasted thousands of years without a jail system, because no one had ever gone to jail, so you needed no system. You did not have a word in your language that meant jail. Now, what prevailed and to what extent did the African mind exercise itself at this period to produce an atmosphere peaceful enough not to need a jail system, not to need a place of confinement? There are a lot of things I can tell you to read, but I know I am wasting my time, because a lot of people listen to what you say they should read. They are intrigued by it, but they never stir themselves to read it. And in fact,
All right. Now, what are we supposed to do being in the state that we're in? You see what I'm saying? Look, they done locked black Americans out of industry. They done locked black Americans out of industry. So what are we supposed to do, for our livelihood when they, racist, in the job field or what? They had to put that on there for, other than a way, to X you out. What reason would they have to put that on there for, other than the reason to X you out? So the whole system is corrupt. And we can't keep living in the corrupt system saying, someday we gon'. You see what I'm saying? You won't see that shit during your lifetime. You see what I'm saying? Because though the white race as a whole is dying off, you see what I'm saying? Though they as a whole is dying off, They gonna keep flooding white people in here from all those other countries to keep control of this particular area. Europe, Britain, and all of that. And so, if we've been locked out of industry, what would be the best thing to do? We need to go home and recreate those same industries that we created in America and Africa and make Africa a superpower. That's unity. That's black power. That's on code. That's on code. Last night I was talking about the black action movies from the 60s and 70s and 80s and whatnot. They had the code of, it's a black thing. Basically black power saying, uh this is how we need to move and we need to speak to amongst one another. This is the code that we use. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we need to be on code. The black codes and shit. When we need to you know, bust a move or something like that, we have those certain codes that we can go to and bring those out and make those, that way we can talk without being around, in danger. You see what I'm saying? That's what you're going to have to do in America, period. You're going to have to make some alterations of, or some alternative ways of thinking and some alternative moves to bust some shit off in America. That's just period. You know, man, I've been talking about that. You see what I'm saying? Yes, we built many other civilizations too. But it's time to, if the future of black America, is in a position where in 2050, and I talked about this, that they gonna be at zero economics. You see what I'm saying? We can't just sit up here and say, yeah, we gonna stay in America, but we gonna be at zero. Why the hell is we gonna be at zero and just stay in America? That don't even make no sense. That don't even make no sense. Then, like last night I was talking about ADOS and FBA. How you gonna say, you FBA and ADOS, but still want to stay up under these people? You see what I'm saying? You want to be black and be a proud black person, but with no lane, with no lane, with no lane. And I told them people, I said, look, go, if you ain't gonna go to Africa, go in America and get some land. And I told them about that Toonsboro, Georgia, or whatever that was, where they were selling the whole city for the low, for like a couple million. You know what I'm saying? I told the brothers and sisters down to go get that. They didn't actually get that one, but they did go to Georgia and get some land. Now, we know through, experience that these, the ops gonna come. They're gonna come in, poison the water, burn down the churches. They got Chinatown in America. You know whatnot. If you try to do that, you see what I'm saying? They'll be in your neighborhood marching. White lives matter. You see what I'm saying? White lives matter. They'll be protesting against you even having it. Period. So what's the use of keep going in on their fight? If you gonna stay in America, man, this is what you might as well get used to. Period. And, it might be minimal changes or whatnot. There ain't gonna be no changes. Any more changes is actually giving black people equality in America. And they not gonna do that. They not gonna do that. You see what I'm saying? Why would they, give you something that they babies gonna have, and then that your babies can have, too? Why would they give you something that they babies can have and that your babies can have too? Well, then if you be on equal ground with them, then you will easily, we way more talented than them. We way more talented than them. That's why they not pushing the Black to Africa thing, on the mainstream media. Why? Because then they losing all their talent. They losing their basketball players. They losing their football players. They losing their rappers. They losing their actors or whatnot. Imagine America without black people. Man, that shit'd be like cardboard trying to chew on some doo-doo. You see what I'm saying? It wouldn't even work. America would have been failed if black people ain't make it hot and put the spice on. You see what I'm saying? Without America, without black people, it's like that little computer, the first one, where it was just green letters. Black people, America without black people is like, pancakes without syrup. You see? It just, we the, talent pool for them. You see what I'm saying? We they entertainment. Niggas get up there and entertain them all day. They'll pay you millions of dollars if you can shoot a 3-pointer. They'll pay you millions. You can remember schools, and we want some reparations money so we can build up our black community. They look at us like we stupid. Like, what is that? What is that? That's not right. You see what I'm saying? They don't want us to be successful in America. That's just how they see it in their vision. And it's going to stay that way. So the future of America, black America, is in danger. The future of black America is in grave danger. Okay? You in grave danger. Okay, now let's look at this. And I ain't going to keep y'all long on this video. If we talking about being able to build, some type of unification of black people, just like the Jews got. You see what I'm saying? They got their own little towns and areas or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? They got their little, and then just like the Chinese got, they'll let everybody come to America and build a civilization except the people that built America, which is the black people. They won't let black people, put up a street sign without their permission. And these Negroes is so conditioned to being so-called fake Americans or whatnot. They'll make up a fake history to try to justify them being here. And now, see, some of them will fight against us getting reparations. Why? Because they know if we get reparations, then we have been paid for our services, and then he could easily kick you out. So the brother Meek Mill, like I was talking about, y'all, not just him, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B, she got a little spot in I think it's in Nigeria. Y'all follow everything that the rappers say. Follow what they saying now. They saying go to Africa. You see what I'm saying? Look at Ludacris. He ain't came back yet. They follow everything the rappers say. If they go out there and say, start talking about selling drugs and shooting, y'all go out there, start selling drugs and shooting. If they say like Cameron did and say, everybody wear pink, everybody start wearing pink. If Jay-Z say, black everything, then everybody wearing black. If they say, what they be saying? All white everything. If your guys say all white everything, everybody got white t-shirts on, you know what I mean? Messing with white girls or whatnot. So you listen to everything the rappers say. You see what I'm saying? But now they saying what I'm saying, which is go black to Africa. You need that. See what I'm saying? And that's winning. Period. Period. I'm saying. Because my information say, yo, look, we can't make it as a group in America. You gonna get some brothers and sisters like me that's been, you know, done very well for themselves. In America, you gonna do that. You gonna get a few here and there. But if I can't, you know, if my people can't have, then I ain't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't, you know, period. If my brothers and sisters can't get no monsters from the hood can go. I mean, I done been in situations like that, period. Look, it might cost $100, $300 or something to take a yacht ride between, 10, 15 people. But then, we pay for the ride. I get on there, ain't no brothers or sisters on there. Straight Moonzungu. And then I'm on there with them. I'm not about to laugh at them corny ass jokes. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? Now listen here, let me tell y'all something right quick. I had a partner, one of my best friends. He was from Kenya. His name was Babu. I told this story before. And he'd be like, man, why white people be, he came to him. He was asking me like, bro, why white people be always mountain climbing and diving to the bottom of the sea and, doing all that, crazy mess. Like, risking life and death, jumping out of airplanes, climbing mountains and all that. And I was like, I don't know, just don't you go do it. And so, about 2, 3 days later, I'm riding. I see him standing on a corner, but I was in traffic and I couldn't stop. And so, again, I had told the brother, like, don't you go out there, trying to, hang out with the Europeans. So about a week and a half later, I ain't seen him. I'm like, where the hell is brother at? You know what I'm saying? I'm riding by the area he be in and shit. I couldn't find him. And so I link up with some other, brethren or whatnot on the beach or whatnot. And they were like, bro, you ain't heard? I was like, what? He was like, bro, your boy Babu passed away. I said, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, he went swimming with some white people in a river, and the river sucked him to the bottom, and he drowned. Now, he was from Kenya or whatnot. And me and him had been talking. He was like, bro, I never met an African from America like you, brother, that know this much about Africa and that's into African culture and shit like that. Because when I see Africans from Africa and shit, I immediately go to talk to them, whether I see them in the grocery store, the library, at the gas station. I'm coming over there and I'm going to say something. You see what I'm saying? What part of Africa? And that's how I met most of the Africans that I know. But I told the brother, I said, don't be going out there, trying to, do whatever. You can't go out there and do no shit like that, not knowing, how they is. You see what I'm saying? You don't do that. Most black people are afraid of heights here. What the hell is you gonna go bungee jumping for? A lot of black people from America can't even swim. Why the hell would you go jump, in a swimming pool if you can't swim? Now I know this brother Babu could swim, but this right here was a raging river and shit where you go water rafting and that type of shit or whatever. No, 5 of them jumped into the river and 2 of them passed away, and one of them was my homeboy Babu. They ain't find his body until like 2 weeks later. It was washed like 4 or 5 hours downstream and shit. It was washed to like 2, 3 different counties away. You see what I'm saying? They ain't find them till like a week and a half later and shit, tracking them, walking the river or whatnot, and they found them, down there. I like to get in touch with his family, in Kenya or whatnot. Black America. What do we have to show to our children to say, hey, we got y'all a business set up? All them, you know, European children that I went to school with, they had a car when they graduated. Their daddy and them had a business to get them a job. You see what I'm saying? They had what they be saying? An inheritance. You see what I'm saying? For their great grandmama. What do we got to give to our babies so we can, have them some when they get old? You see what I'm saying? Then you got, these coons out here that done made money off the system and to sell their people out. You see what I'm saying? They ain't worried about nobody else children. They done made a couple 100,000 or a couple million off the system or whatnot, and they looking like, well, I'm straight. I ain't worried about nobody else. I got my thing together. Now that's very selfish. We talking about black power. Be one. That means we come together as a unit. We not gonna deal. I'm about to stop dealing with people, that's a distraction to the African-centered community. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to cut them off. And the reason why I be jumping on them, because I be defending the people. I be defending the people. I can't let them go out there saying what they saying about what we doing. I don't like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna attack back, period. I'm gonna attack back. So, where the industries at that we can form in Black America? Where the industries at? You see what I'm saying? Where are the black owned businesses where we can go and get a job and not be judged by a police record? Brothers get out of jail and shit, knowing they need a way to eat. They need a job more than anybody else. And then they go up there and fill out the application like, nah, we don't need you. Man, you had you stole a Snicker when you were 12 years old. They'll hold that shit against your ass in America. Period. Some little shit like that. No, 3 strikes and you out and shit. The 3 strikes rule and the three strikes law. Systematically, imprisonment. Systematically imprisonment. That's what they doing to black people in America. So what is the future of Black America? You remember Mike Brown? You see Orlando Castile? You see what I'm saying? Among our, what is the future of Black America? We cannot repeat 2021 how we done, the last decade. Shit. The last century. We cannot go into 2021, and go through 2021 and have the same things happening that we did in 2020 and 2019, where all our brothers and sisters is getting murdered all on TV in front of the world like that. Americans or whatnot, and damn white. What is the future of Black America? I had to ask the white people too, because y'all taking care of these Negroes. You see what I'm saying? The majority on. And then I showed a video and shit. If you spread out all the black people money in America, right? Oprah, all the way down, to me and a bum on the street. If we take all our money and put it in a pot and shared it out equally, guess how much money we have? $1,300. If the white people took all their money and put it in a pot and shared it out equally, guess how much they have? 200,000. If the Chinese people put all their money together and shared it out equally, which they're a small community in America, and shared it out equally, they'll have 325,000. So the average family in America, black, got less, than $2,000 in the bank. And that's with a family of 5. You see what I'm saying? That's right now today. So what am I saying? It's only a handful of black people that got money in America. I'm talking about real money, a couple $100,000 or a million or a billion or whatever. It's only a few, but they show them on TV to the rest of the world and say, "Ooh, this what you can be when you come to America." Then all these, you know, poor countries and ship they people over here, and a lot of these so-called poor countries, you know, the people they dream be to come to America for the black community, the Africans they come over here, and the Haitians and the Jamaicans and the Bahamians and this, that, and the third, cause they need to get money too. Period. 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 They need money too. America ain't just go steal from Africa. They done stole from the word. They done stole from the word. And we sit up here and give them a passport. And they done stole from the word and stole from every damn body. So everybody, according to what they say, should be able to come eat in America. Should be able to come make money off America. Though that is taking jobs away from black America. So what's the future of black America? It ain't gonna stop. Just because of what we sitting up here saying, oh man, I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like that type of stuff. They still gonna do it because they trying to undermine black people. When they shipped all them jobs to overseas or whatnot, that was to undermine black people. Period. The same thing they been doing when they was had them white only unions and shit where they was locking black people out. They been doing all of this. So what is the future of black America? All you pro-Americans and black that's black. What is the future of black America? Even some of the white people. Can y'all put me a comment, down there, because I really want to know. What is the future of black America? What do y'all see as the future of black America? Where do y'all see black America in 10 years? Because it ain't going to get no better. It's only going to get worse. All right? It's only going to get worse. And so I'm going to end right here. Freedom. Freedom is a mind state and a physical place. So what am I saying? You need to free your mind from the chains of oppression. You need to physically free your body from the chains of oppression. That is what you're going to have to do. There will be no unity in the confines of America. There will be no unity of black people in the confines. They spend too much money to keep us separate. They spend too much money to keep us divided. They spend too much money to kill black people in America. Because they know if we were to ever get it together and link with our brothers and sisters in Africa, there would be an unstoppable force. So pages like mine be the last thing that they, get behind and push. Why? Want to go. But they make you get a passport, to go to Africa and try to make you get some shots and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that right there just alone will stop a black American. Boy, I ain't letting them stick me with nothing. I ain't letting them stick me with nothing. But it's some African countries, a lot of, that you can go to that you don't gotta take the yellow fever shot. And you can just go over there and do what it is that you do. You see what I'm saying? You don't gotta take them fucking shots. You African. If you drink the water, you're not gonna get sick. You see what I'm saying? Don't go to drinking, out of just any river or something like that. That's anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it's waterborne pathogen. But the things that they tell us about Africa, majority of it, again, propaganda to keep us not man, white people go to Africa every year. They go to Africa to and lie to you about, what's going on in Africa so they can just keep going over there vacationing and enjoying everything. That's what they do. They lie to you about Africa so they can keep going over there enjoying everything. This is what they do, man. You go to the Cape Coast or whatnot, down there in South Africa or whatnot. Man, they be down there on the beach playing volleyball and chilling, and then you see the mountain up there and all the houses. You be like, man, this shit goddamn beautiful. And then you go into the cities or whatnot, and you looking around, you see all these beautiful black. The majority of the population of South Africa is African. Period. Though they try to make it seem like South Africa is a white country. You know what I'm saying? That's what they try to make it seem like to us. Like, even though white people is ruling in South Africa. Period. Period. But you go to South Africa, it's one of the most beautifulest places in the world. And man, people from, all over Europe be going to visit every year. Every year they be in Africa, just having the time of their life. Having the time of their life. You see what I'm saying? But they keep you trapped in a prison called America. And say you can live in this little room called Los Angeles. You can live in this little room called New York. You can live in this little room called Atlanta. But you better not get out of hand. You see what I'm saying? Meaning, you better not break no laws. Meaning, stay in your place. Meaning, stay in your place. That's what they saying. They saying, you can stay here, but we gonna oppress you. You see what I'm saying? And you're supposed to like it and love it. And just like I always say, and just like Dr. Clark was talking about, they done formulated that God, we the only people around the world, that worship a God that don't look like us. The little Buddha man over there in Asia or whatnot, he looked like the little Asians. The little Krishna and whatnot, he looked like the little black Indians or whatnot over there in India. Then he Europe, you know what I'm saying? It looked like, Caesar Bordeaux or whatever that man name is. That's what Michelangelo painted the picture. And then, you come to, the black places in the world, they all worship white people. And then you go look at the Pope. You go look at the Pope. He got a big black image of an Ethiopian marrying Jesus. Over there bowing down, kissing the ring of the black woman. And the black woman over here worshiping the white man. Now what the fuck is that? The white man worshiping the black woman. And the white, and the black woman worshiping the white man. So the black woman is worshiping the white man, and the white man is worshiping the white woman. That's why when you go outside and you try to get one of them sisters' numbers, they checking for some rich white man. They ain't looking for the brothers. Period. Period. Because they believe in their mind the Savior is a white man. Period. That's what the Bible teach. That's what they teaching on TV every day. This is what they teach it to your children in them cartoons. Period. The Savior is the white man. All the superheroes is white people. That's why the Black Panther made, was the biggest movie of all time, because, it was the first time they showed, for one, Africa in a positive light. Africa in a positive light. And black people in a positive light. And it was the, first time they ever showed an official superhero as black. And what did it do? It gave black people the thought. To say, shit, that's what Ryan Coogler did some shit. When he put that movie out, now the Ghanaians, King King Nana Adolu Kufu or whatnot, he building Wakanda City right now. Then you look at Senegal, they building another Akon City, which is another technological city. So Africans in Africa took Wakanda and the Black Panther movie to heart and say, shit, this is what Africa need to be. And the Wakanda City that they building is a refuge for the diaspora Africans. Africa. Listen to this, man. The black people in America never had nothing particular for them ever. Because when you go to America, they have the Puerto Rican Day Parade. They have white people holidays every 2 days or whatnot. And they do parades and celebrate and all this shit. They have all these immigrant parades and all of this shit. And then black American, the only time we out is when we out there in a protest. All these other racial groups is coming to America and able to celebrate their culture and shit. Even some of the blacks, they had a Jamaican parade and the African parade. You see what I'm saying? But they never, ever, 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 ever let us celebrate nothing. You know what we do when we all out in the streets? We out there protesting, throwing bottles and rocks and burning down buildings and shit. You see what I'm saying? So the first time we ever been celebrated in the world history was in 2019. Year return. That was the only time in history, right here, right now, in 2020, and then, from here on out, Ghana and a few other African countries then gave the Africans from America a shout out. Bro, that shit hit me to the heart. I was like, man, I realized that, man, it's the first time somebody ever gave a black Americans a real shout out and a real opportunity to be somebody in life. Think about it. We never had a true celebration. They wouldn't even give Malcolm X a true national day. A true national day. And they gave Martin Luther King one because it satisfied, calm you niggas down and shit. You see what I'm saying? Calm you niggas down. You see what I'm saying? But they never played the interview. They always play that. I had a dream. I had a dream. You see what I'm saying? They always play that, but they never play, when he said, I done integrated my people into a burning house. He said that 2 weeks. He was like, I don't know if I done the right thing. I really don't know if I done the right thing. I think I done integrated my people into a burning house, which means he done threw us into the fire because before he did integration, what Tariq and them out there doing. You see what I'm saying? What young Pharaoh out there doing is trying to, force you back in the integration. Now, before the integration in the 60s, we had our own jobs. We owned our own business so we could employ our own people. We had our own sports teams. We had our own parks and stuff like that so we can entertain our own people. And guess what we did with integration? We said, hey, fuck it. We gonna give all our industries away to go spend our money with white people. And give everything away that we done worked for all them years. Look at Black Wall Street. Soon as we start making money off Black Wall Street, they lied and said some black dude done touched the white girl button or something. And so now we got to invade and tear it up. They went and got the Thompson machine gun and went shooting down into the middle of the houses. Went and flew an airplane over the top of the houses and went and dropped dynamite on. You see what I'm saying? Look at Rosewood. They lied and said some black man that was from the army done raped some white woman when in reality a white man that was beating on his white woman, she was mad and just they immediately psychologically, even if a white person do something to them, they immediately blame it on the black. I remember this one white lady, children got stole, you know what I'm saying? And when the police came to question her, she was like, a black man done it. A black man done it. He stole my children. Knowing she the one done took her children and put them in the back of a car and strapped them into the seatbelt and drove them into the Mississippi River and drowned. And when the police came, she said a black man stole her car. I mean, they do this shit all the time. If something happened in America to a white person, even if another white person did it to him, they'll say it was a black person. Period. Man, they got a psychological sickness and a vitriol hate for black people. Period. And if you white and you don't believe that way, you need to go check your brothers and sisters and shit. Because this is the way they treat black people. You see what I'm saying? I even done seen the white people. I seen this one. I'm going to end right here. I seen this one white lady. I think it was when either Breonna Taylor or George Floyd or Ahmaud Arbery had got murdered or whatnot. She was on. She was out there. Was like, why y'all doing them like this? Why? And I kind of could feel her. I said, damn, she real with this shit. She really was feeling like, damn. Why is they? Yeah, they racist towards y'all. Yeah, they killing y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And this was a white woman, and she was out there, and I could just feel her pain that she was literally. So it really do feel like they people was out here killing I period. And that white lady, I just was like, damn, it hit me, bro. I was like, damn, she really do care, yo. She really do care. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as what's going on. So you got 2 or 3 of them out there, you know, that really got feelings about black people. They're like, damn. It's so overt today. The racism is so overt today. Even white people see this shit. You see what I'm saying? Black people try to act like they, you know, Ray Charles or something. Man, I'm blind. Man. I'm blind. I'm blind. Man, I don't see none of this shit, man. And go to run. Job power, family. I see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to come back in tomorrow with another video.